Hello, this is Samuel Biondolillo, and I'm going to follow up on what we just talked about with design layers and classes and sheet layers. And I'm actually pulling this from a show that I did with Connecticut Repertory Theater um, for Shakespeare in Love. And we're just going to talk now about, now that we have sheet layers, how to kind of set up your drawings and make borders and title blocks and all of that sort of stuff work. Now, there are a bunch of different tools in Vectorworks that allow you to um, do automatic title and border blocks. For example, I'm going to use the title block or the tool here um, and title block. And you can make a title block from this, um, and it'll add it all in, and you can set it up and all of that. It's for some reason not coming up in this particular drawing. Um, Make a new one. New sheet layer. So if I use the title block tool in this, it's going to make a title block, and it's going or make a border, and you can add a title block into it through the title block manager. Um, this changed a little bit in 2020, so I apologize. Yeah, so here's the title block. You can select um, where you want it to be, the layouts, all that sort of stuff. I don't really use these tools too much. Um, I typically do what I'm showing here, which is making sort of a manual version because I have a lot more control. Now, you can make custom title blocks that import. Like I said, I don't do a lot of that. I'll link a video showing title blocks, but this is how I do it. And really, my border is just a very thick line that I've measured out from the side of the page, right? So I just literally, okay, half an inch, and I just half an inch the whole way around the whole page. So each one of these is very even. And then I just did a heavy line to do my own little border. Now again, Vectorworks, you can do it automatically, but I just prefer to have it done by hand. And then the title block is something that I make in a design layer and then actually create another viewport, like we learned in the last class, as a viewport. So actually, if I go here and I look at the title block layer, here it is in my drawing. That's actually my template title block from when I did Henry in the same theater. And this is where I generally edit all of the different title block information. So production team, package name, and then I leave blank spots for things that are going to change per sheet, right? So assuming that all this information is going to stay the same, these things are going to change per sheet. So when I update, when I put the sheet layer, when I put it in the sheet layer, I will actually write in the text manually. So the only thing that's really manually added here is the text for the name of which type of plan this is and which plate it is, because those are the things that change from plan to plan, right? So that is for title blocks, how I tend to handle those. Like I said, I'm going to link a thing with how to make the automatic title blocks. I know some people that really like them. It's not something that I do, um, but I will put that in as another link as well. So that's title blocks. One other thing you can do that's kind of nifty, if you really wanted to, and I had a designer that would take the time to do this, um, is they would actually use classes. So they'd put a title block layer, and then they would do classes to do like the plates 1 through 4 and the different like that, all that sort of stuff. Um, so you can do that as well if you wanted to get really fancy. Like this could be instead of the none class, could be in some special class that's for the title block. So that's something that you can do. Things you should have in your title block as a lighting designer, as a scene designer, it's a little bit different, but key to your symbols, important symbols, little disclaimer, um, for construction suggestions, any notes that are relevant, show title and company name, which sometimes if there's logos, I'll just use that. Who's the designer and contact information, the production team information, um, lighting package, just so people know what it is, a drawing title for each class, the plates of each, plates 1 through 4, or whatever, however many there are, date was drawn, date it was revised, um, the scale that things are in, and who it was drawn by. One other thing that you should have is a revision, and I don't have it on this drawing, but you can also have a revision list that shows what was revised in each type of drawing. So that is borders and title blocks. And again, I'll link one video for the automatic title blocks from Vectorworks. Thanks.